Adam, I suppose you always get games like this where you feel you've dominated possession, passing, whatever, but don't come out on top.
Yeah, I feel our performance probably wasn't where it could have been second half. You can say we dominated the first half and could have been 1 or 2 up, but at 1-0, I think you still need to kill the game, even if that's not with a scoreline, with not giving the ball away in areas that give them a bit of momentum and be a learning curve for us. And I think you can not be at your best and still win that football match second half. So lads are disappointed, but it's probably a positive thing that we're disappointed, even though we've dominated the first half. But we'll learn from it. Forever learning with a lot of young players in our squad, and we'll move on.
How difficult is that to do with a structure that Roberto puts in place, with everything is geared towards scoring goals, to then, not saying sort of shut up shop, but kind of control games? How difficult is that?
We don't need to go and win the game 3-4-0. We can still dominate the ball, and without putting it at risk in certain situations. It's quite hard to explain, but the older you become, you understand them moments that are important in especially in the second half. When it's absolutely streaming down with water and the pitch can get a bit fast. There's certain moments where we need to take better care of the ball, and the ball gets turned over, and then it gives them a little bit of momentum. But like I said, we've got. It was our third game of the week, and it would have been great to have finished the week off and win that today. But it's all a learning curve, with the Thursday night games, and we've got a point. It's not the end of the world, so we'll move on and get ready for Everton next week.
And there's a lot of young players in this side. People forget Carlos Baliba, even Simona Dingra, even Evan. We kind of forget, I think, maybe that they haven't actually had that much time out on the pitch in the Premier League. Yeah,
exactly. We're nurturing players that are learning constantly, and when they're learning, they're going to make mistakes, and that's the whole process. But Evan obviously contributed with a good goal today, and Baleba again done well, but learning still. Someone playing his third game in the week, playing at wing back today, learning but doing ever so well. So we need to take this into consideration, and listen, it's a point at the end of the day, not what we wanted, but we move on.
And in terms of that, 10 games in, how would you assess where everyone is? I say the squad's being a bit stretched, isn't it, in terms of like injuries and key personnel as well?
Yeah, we're off the back of a couple of nasty injuries at Manchester, but I think the lads come through today okay. Listen, we're in the hunt in the Europa League. We're in the hunt for in the top half of the league, I think, in the Premier League. So not too bad. But with success comes expectation, and we need to learn how to handle that. But it's a challenge, but one we're fully aware of, and we'll keep going.
It's great to see you back. Nice to see you back playing. How frustrating has it been not to be able to get out there recently?
Yeah, it's what it is, I'm 35 now. I know my minutes are limited, but it's about more than that. I'm still here to obviously help on the pitch when I can, but help the manager and help the boys and help the squad. And whenever I can help on the pitch, it's always great. So yeah, it was nice to be out there today, but obviously disappointed we couldn't just get the 3 points in the end.